Halo, selamat sore Sobat Master People Indonesia, dimanapun Anda berada saat ini. Kali ini alumni Malam MINGGU edisi kita kedatangan narasumber yang luar biasa, jauh dari negeri Paman Sam. Siapa dia, apa aktivitas dia, ini sangat luar biasa karena dari 65 narasumber baru kali ini orang luarnya. Dan itu akan berbagi kisah inspiratif buat Sobat Master. This is channel Master People Televisi. Master adalah orang hebat, guru, artinya yang digugu dan ditiru. Nah, kehebatan beliau ini bisa menjadi inspirasi penonton semua.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. Sebelum kita melangkah lebih jauh, Sobat Master, kita kenalan dulu sekaligus mungkin menyapa beliau buat Sobat Master People. Di sana ya.
My name is Keith Hamilton. I'm a native of Vancouver, Canada. I've been here 5 years in Indonesia. I come from a long background of film and television. Worked in Hollywood 15 years on A-level movies, TV shows. I ran my own visual effects company for 12 years in Vancouver. Won an Emmy for Stargate in 2000. And now I'm here in Indonesia 5 years, and I'm finally getting back into what I know best, the film and television industry. So I'm trying to level up the film and television industry here in Indonesia, so we have some chance to work with international clients. So I'm trying to build an international Hollywood level studio, post-production studio here called DigiPost. I'm here with my partner Rennie, and we're.
And you'll be the consultant of DigiPost.
And what?
Consultant.
Oh yeah, I'm a creative director consultant for DigiPost Pro Studios here in Bandung, Indonesia.
Mau disampaikan? Apa yang
artinya?
Tadi?
Ya dia udah udah banyak film yang dia kerjain, intinya aja ya.
Okay, yes,
udah banyak film yang dia kerjain, terus udah gitu dia udah 5 tahun di Indonesia, udah tinggal di sini 5 tahun, terus dia cita-cita dia adalah pengen membuat perfilman Indonesia itu levelnya di level internasional. Makanya dia itu konsultan dari DigiPost, studio editing dan post pro yang ada di Indonesia. Dan visual effect CGI itu dia. Ahlinya.
Ini luar biasa. Saya panggil Keith
Hamilton.
Okay. My name Budhie Langit. Budhie Langit.
Okay. Hi Budhie Langit. How are you?
Okay. Ini sangat menarik, ternyata beliau seorang sinias internasional yang langsung dari Hollywood. Beberapa film yang telah mendunia antara lain Star Wars.
Yes.
Sesuai dengan baju ya. Yes. Star Wars.
Official Star Wars crew from 1999.
Baju krunya Star Wars.
Kemudian Harry Potter,
yep. Deadly Hallows Part 2 and 1.
X-Files
season 11, yeah.
Lalu apa?
And then
many more.
Banyak.
Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Battle of Los Angeles, Little Red Riding Hood, RoboCop the series, Stargate the series, Stargate Atlantis the series, Psych the series, Outer Limits the series. Oh, so many. Many.
Banyak, lebih dari 100.
5 year Indonesia. Yeah. What do you
What's your favorite food?
Like makanan? Eaten.
Well, soto, which I just ate, was fantastic.
Soto ayam, terutama soto Madura.
Well, basically my diet revolves around basically waking up, having luwak coffee, my favorite coffee.
Sukanya kopi luwak.
And then I walk up the hill and I get bala-bala. And then me and my dog eat bala-bala together.
Anjingnya juga suka bala-bala, anjing. Anjingnya dikasih makan bala-bala juga.
Yeah.
Your dog is.
Oh, he loves bala-bala.
Bala-bala.
He loves kropo. He goes nuts for bala-bala, like nuts, literally nuts. Yeah. You say bala-bala, he goes
anjingnya.
Bala-bala, woo! Like that, yeah, just like that, right? Yeah, like he just look right at you, like bala-bala.
So dia bilang bala-bala,
your ears go up and he bends his head, looks at you. Bulu.
Itu baru doginya ya?
Iya.
Doginya ada.
Oh yeah, husky.
Oh,
Anjingnya husky.
White husky, yeah.
Oh, husky,
white
yeah.
From Korea. I bring him from Korea to Indonesia.
oh.
Jadi anjingnya tuh diambil dari Korea.
He's also 5 years old
Kecil.
now. He's 5.
Sekarang udah
he
5
was
Udah
tahun.
5 tahun. Oke.
He was 2 months old when I brought him here from Korea.
2 bulan, umur 2 bulan dibawa kesini dari Korea.
Dari Korea. Minuman yang dia suka, what do you drink?
What drink your favorite drink?
My favorite drink? Well, like I said, Luwak is my favorite coffee.
Kopi, kayak kopi susu gitu yang tanpa alkohol.
I like, I like
Mochaccino.
chocolate pukat. I like, apricot chocolate.
Oh, alpukat, jus
Alpukat.
alpukat.
Apricot chocolate.
Ya, pakai coklat, jus alpukat coklat. Terus
I really like that drink that I never seen anywhere else. What is it? Coca Sweat.
bawa Pocari Sweat, disebutin semua nih.
It's my favorite drink for sure because it's full of electrolytes. Give you energy. Electrolytes.
Kan ada ya?
We don't have that in Canada.
You from? Where you come from?
I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Oke, malam mingguan di sana gimana?
How about the weekend in the Canada?
The weekend?
In the Vancouver.
Your
What do you mean the
activity,
weekend?
your activity.
Activity in the weekend?
Yeah,
Weekend.
activity in weekend.
Well, I live in Vancouver where there's the mountains there and the ocean there
Oke.
in the same place. So you can go skiing, or you can go hiking, or you can go biking, or you can go swimming, or surfing, or jet skiing.
Yeah.
Oke,
And then we do. Vancouver is really built on a very mountainous area, and we have many cyclists.
Ya, kalau malam minggu jadi
We don't
jalan-jalan.
have any motorbikes.
Untuk apa nih?
We only have large CC motorbikes like
Huh?
BMWs and Kawasaki's, Ninjas, and we have lots of Harleys and we have Ducatis. We don't have any Beats.
Nggak punya beat di sana.
We have no Beats.
Nggak ada
in,
motor-motor matic kecil tuh nggak ada. Motor besar semua.
Or Yamaha Mino. Yeah, like we don't have Finos. We don't have Yamaha Fino 110 cc's trying to get up a hill.
Nggak ada di
I don't
sana.
think
Jadi
so.
kan badannya mungkin gede-gede ya.
Ya.
Terus kan motor itu kan
And
kecil, bayangin.
I gotta tell you, I really gotta tell you, the traffic is just crazy here.
Jadi malam minggunya dipakai dengan jalan-jalan, renang.
Atau ada gunung, mendaki gunung.
Just the way people.
The way people
drive here is that they just like drive with their head backwards almost. You know, like they don't look. They just.
Dia ngomongin.
They don't let you say,
Oke.
Di sini pengendara motor
I'm looking this way,
komplain.
but traffic's coming this way. Or they'll, all of a sudden you're driving and there's somebody coming towards you. Like,
Jadi katanya di sini tuh nggak patuhin peraturan.
What's up, bro? You're on the wrong side of the road. Do you know that?
Jadi kalau ngelawan arah dia suka marah. Salah gitu.
Or you're driving and all of a sudden somebody cuts directly across your path. Yeah, crazy.
Itu yang nggak ada di
But
sana.
the weirdest thing for me is that
Di sana sesuai peraturan.
people pass on the right side, which is very strange. We don't do that. We pass on the left. It's very dangerous to pass on the right because it's a blind spot.
Di sana itu
Blind spot, you can't see.
ikut peraturannya ketat.
Oke.
Kalau
You
di
see
sana.
here, right? Peripheral vision lets you
Jadi
see.
orang jalan
But
kaki
here
harus-
you're blinded. Blind spot. You can't see
Harus
until they're right
belah kiri.
there. So you crash easy. Yeah. So and you're like 1 foot from the curb, but they're still trying to get through. You know, it's like crazy. You know? Yeah. Macet.
Macet. Indonesia macet.
Yes, much.
Jadi beda di Indonesia dengan di negara beliau ya.
Much traffic, yeah. But I don't mind, you know. I haven't driven for a few years, but when I used to drive the motorbike, it was like, oh yeah, just get in the flow. It's like, the way I see the traffic is like, the cars are the large mammals, and the bikes are like the schools of fish. So you follow the school of fish, and you can maneuver easily around all the cars. That's the way I see
Jadi
it.
dia
Like the ocean.
Dia juga nyobain pernah nyobain pakai motor. Ternyata memang harus gitu, bawa motor harus nyalik begini nih. Kalau enggak
To me, that's what
nyampe.
it's like, right?
Oh iya.
Nggak bisa, dia harus turutin peraturan di belakang, nggak bisa. Jadi kan kita harus nyalip.
The cars are like whales. they don't move. They're
Ya kan,
stuck, and
jadi
everyone's
kadang
gotta go
mobil
around
suka
it. Like
lambat
the
kan,
fish gotta
jadi
go around
sama
the
dia harus
meander,
disalin
around
gitu.
Yeah.
Tadinya mah dia pikir kan harus teratur,
Yeah, that's
tapi
the
setelah
way.
dia nyobain pakai motor sendiri, ternyata memang harus bawanya begitu.
Harus begini.
Yeah,
Iya.
that's why I see the
Ya itulah Indonesia
traffic here.
sebagai Indonesia seperti itu, Kit.
That's where I see the traffic.
Ini kenapa bisa nyangkut di dunia film? Dari mana rumusannya?
How you can be in the film industry? I mean, from
How
the
what?
beginning.
How did I start?
Yeah.
Yes.
How you start.
Oh, my story goes like this. I was a house painter, painting houses, like in
Dia tadinya pengecat rumah.
1983.
House for the
Houses, walls,
Oh,
painting walls and
tadinya
houses,
dia
bedrooms,
ngecat rumah.
painting bedrooms, painting people's houses, right?
Oke.
And we were on a lunch break in this neighborhood, and near the castle, there's a castle. This was actually in Toronto, not Vancouver. This was in Toronto, Canada, the big city, on the East Coast. So this was 1983, and it was a lunch break, and we went walking. We didn't change our clothes. We were wearing our painter pants, paint all over us and whatever. And we went for a walk looking for some food. And we came upon a big movie shoot at the castle. It was Castle Loma. And there was a huge movie shoot with tons and tons of people there. It was a really big shoot. I'd say it was a big budget movie. It's definitely a big budget movie because there was Jenny Opson. There was crazy, train of 18-wheelers all stretched down the road. There was generators everywhere, lights everywhere, people everywhere. It was crazy. And there was like. There was a bunch of guys looking like us, all covered in paint. So so I said, "Hey, bro, what's the deal?" I said, "Are you a painter here? Do you paint the sets?" Yeah, we paint the sets. Oh, cool, man. He says, "I go, how much do you make painting sets?" And he goes, "We make $25 an hour." I go, "What? $25 an hour? I'm making $6 an hour. You're making $25 an hour? We're doing the same thing?" I said, "Bro, can you give me like your number, the number I can call?"
Oh, okay.
And so he gave me the number. Next day I call. You have to get on a permittee list. It's IATSE, International Association of Technicians, and for the North American market, like SAG in America, but IATSE in Canada. So it's like so we call up. We become a permittee. So you have to be permittee first before you can become a union member. So you get on a waiting list, and he said, "Oh yeah, you'll probably get called in a few weeks or about a month or something." I got called the next day, man. It was like, I put my name in, I gave them my information, I told them I was a painter, I had many years painting, I could paint walls and windows, and all that stuff. And so I get a call, and it's like, "Oh, we have a job. Would you like to work on this movie?" I was like, "Be there early in the morning, far away." And so, yeah, that's it. That's how it started. That's how I got my first job in the movie business. So basically, I got to work on the same movie that I saw.
Oh,
So it was called.
The series or movie?
No, it was a feature film with who was that? It was the story of Randolph Hearst. Davies Hearst. That's what it was called. The movie was Davies Hearst. It was 1983. Big actors. Robert Mitchum, big all-time movie actor from the 50s, 60s. Hollywood movie actor, Robert Mitchum, and who was the leading lady? I know. Give me a second. Robert Mitchum and I can't remember. It's still on the. But anyway, my job was to take these pillars. The pillars, basically, they were the pillars. They're like as tall as the ceiling here, and they were all white, and we had to make them look like marble. They wanted marble pillars, so using paint, we make them look like
Pertama
marble.
kali kerjaan dia adalah ngecat pilar itu
so we make
supaya jadi
faux marble.
kayak marmer.
It's called faux marble.
Itu pekerjaan pertama dia di film. Berawal dari ngecat rumah orang.
Just with paint, we make it look like marble, right? And then we shellac it and everything. So when it's on camera, it looks like real marble.
Lalu film pertama apa yang dia garap?
What the first movie you made?
That was the first movie.
Which one?
The
title.
Davies Hearst. Davies Hearst.
Davies
Hearst.
Hort.
Davies
Davies
Hearst.
Hort.
Yeah. Hearst with a T. Yeah.
Hort.
Hearst. Yeah. So it was a big feature film. I don't know. Maybe the budget's probably 20 million or something. 20 million. I would guess 20 million, 30 million, something like that. It was big. There was at least, there was 2-3 camera crews. There was A camera, B camera, C camera for sure. 3 CICs, 3. Now they know all about it. And there was 2 huge Jennies. So when there's huge Jennies, that means there's a big crew. So that was pretty exciting. And then from there, I got the opportunity to make some license plates for another period piece. So I airbrushed license plates, and they really liked what I was doing. They said it was a really excellent job. And they said, you're a really skilled artist. And I said, oh, I can do more. I said to them, you should see what I can draw. So I started drawing from there, like, oh my God, this kid is really talented. Right? Let's get him in the art department. So then they put me in the art department, right? And they wanted me to. The first thing I did in the art department was the exterior of the castle had this extension where all the maids and everything lived, and they needed a drawing of this, right? Because this drawing was supposed to hang in the main hall of the castle. A big drawing like this big, right? So so I spent like a week doing the drawing of this house, and it's like. Perspective, by hand with pencil and ruler, drawing perspective lines. And then I finished it, and they said, "Wow, it's really, really good, and the perspective is perfect, excellent." They could see I had major skills, and that I had a really good eye. Had a really good eye for perspective and layout and design. And they said, "Where do you go to school?" I said, "Oh, I'm just self-taught."
Di antara semua film karya dia, mana yang paling membuat dia bikin spektakuler?
Which your favorite movie that you ever worked?
Oh, the favorite movie I ever worked on? Well, Star Wars was pretty awesome.
Star Wars.
Yeah, because I got to sit beside George Lucas for like 6 months.
Sama sutradara terkenal kan?
We were there 6 months. There was 8 of us, 8 artists drawing storyboard. My scene was the pod race. When they're racing the pods around the desert. You didn't see that? But in this episode, Luke Skywalker, the young Luke Skywalker, he's racing the pod race against all the other aliens and stuff. So that was my job. My job was to draw that whole scene, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Star Wars, only Star Wars?
No, that was like 8 months of work. Working on that for 8 months, hundreds of drawings, literally. We sit in the room and we just throw it on the floor. The floor was covered in paper. Crazy. I wish I had a picture of that.
8 bulan ngerjain.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, hundreds of pages on the floor between all this.
Banyak.
Yeah, just crazy.
Okay.
And George would come in and we put them all on the wall, and he'd come in and he'd walk around and he'd look at them. He had a little stamp. He carried this little stamp pouch. It's got 5 stamps in it, and each one represents a level of quality, right? And they're all dinosaurs because they're all Jurassic Park dinosaurs, right? So if you get the T-Rex, you've got the best. So the T-Rex is the best stamp you can get. The highest level of his appreciation. When he gives you the T-Rex, it's greenlit. That design goes to production. Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
He will stamp?
Yeah, he carries them on his pouch, little pouch on his side of his belt.
Di sabuknya ada stempel. Stempelnya kalau dapat T-Rex berarti bagus. Jadi levelnya itu pakai dinosaurus.
Yeah, he's really
sutradara Star Wars tuh.
He's really kind of weird.
Jadi kalau misalnya bagus dapat T-Rex.
Okay.
Jadi lucu gitu.
He's a strange character, I gotta tell you. Yeah, he's kind of
kita nggak tahu kan.
He's a quirky guy.
Sutradara Star Wars
You can
kayak gitu.
see him, he looks quirky. You looking at him.
Siap kan dia ngegambar storyboardnya kan, jadi
But
dia
besides all
selalu
that-
sedia stempel levelnya itu apa pakai apa nilainya itu pakai gambar dinosaurus.
Oke.
Ya kalau yang paling bagus nilainya kalau dia ngecap T-Rex berarti itu bagus.
Oh.
But I worked on another movie. I worked on a movie called Giant Mnemonic, and it was with Connery Reeves.
Oh, bener.
Connery Reeves, Dolph Lundgren, and it was the production designer from Star Wars. And that's how I got the job, because he referred me to the job. So, but it was really fun working with those two actors, because Connery Reeves is a really great guy to hang around with, and he's also a really awesome actor to watch. But so my job, I got to design parts of the set for Giant Mnemonic. I forget what year that was. I think it's around the same time as just after Star Wars, somewhere in there. 2000. No, wait, no. No, even before that. I can't remember. It's a long time ago. But Dolph Lundgren was hilarious because he's huge. Eh? He's like, man, he feels the size of that door, but even though he's not that big. But he's like almost 7 feet tall. Yeah, it's just a monster of a man, just crazy big. And, but really nice guy. So yeah, I really like working on that set because it was all futuristic and it was kind of like cyberpunky, futuristic. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, and because I got to draw cool stuff and design some cool stuff. Then I worked on the movie Bait. That was really cool because I got to work with Jamie Foxx. I work with Jamie Foxx. I work with Antoine Fuqua. He's a Academy Award winning director now. He won the Academy Award for King Arthur, but I worked with him on Bait. That was Jamie Foxx's first major film as a film star. But he was a bit of a rebel. Eh? Yeah, he would be on set and he would be yelling at people and stuff and telling them, "You know who I am? Yo, bro, my brothers, they all Crips, yo. You mess with me, I just make one phone call."
That's the director?
No, that's Jamie Foxx.
Oh,
Jamie Foxx is like, yeah, me and my brothers, I'm a Crip. I'm a Crip. You know what Crip is? A gangster from New York.
Oh, okay.
My brothers in California, I just make one phone call and you gone. He's still got that attitude of the street, even though he's becoming a famous actor, he's still got the street in him, so it was kind of funny to watch. But he got out of that pretty fast because that wouldn't have lasted long. Yeah.
Ini orang atau sahabat siapa yang mendukung karir
I have many
beliau
stories.
untuk jadi sukses seperti ini?
Many stories.
Dari dulu
Yeah,
atau
dari dulu.
sekarang?
Dulu.
Oh, who the person who support you when you start in this movie industry?
Support me? What do you mean how?
Support is who?
Support who? Nobody.
Supporting system.
Support your
Oke.
I built my company from scratch. One job at a time. One project at a time. No, I created who I am. No one created me, I created me.
dia sendiri, dia
yes.
enggak.
I made me who I am. I'm the one who went after it. I wanted it bad.
Lalu untuk menjadi seorang sinias yang profesional itu apa sih rumusannya?
I never.
How to be a professional
In the film
like you?
business?
Yeah.
How? Work hard. Work hard. Keep your eyes open. Put your nose down.
Slowly.
Always do your best. Never burn a bridge.
Sebentar, apa satu-satu?
Slowly.
One. Okay, well the most important thing is, be a nice person. That's the most
Jadi
important.
orang
Personality.
yang baik.
Jadi orang yang baik.
Pribadi yang baik.
People don't like people they don't like, like doesn't matter how good you are, they don't like you, they don't like your personality, you're not getting a job. That's it, simple.
Kalau kita nggak baik, kita nggak akan dapat kerjaan apapun. Jadi kita harus jadi pribadi yang baik dulu supaya disukai semua orang.
And if people are senior to you, you respect them even more. And you listen and you learn, right? And if you make a mistake,
mendengarkan dan belajar.
You make a mistake, you learn from that mistake. You get up and do it better.
Belajar dari kesalahan supaya bisa jadi lebih baik lagi gitu kan. Jadi banyak kan sih yang saya tahu kalau di sini kalau komplain kan biasanya aduh ini orang gitu so tahu, padahal Kalau dia tuh komplain itu supaya apa?
People
supaya
that
lebih baik
people that put cogs in the wheel don't last. People that put cogs in the wheel by breaking the rhythm of a production or breaking the rhythm of a team don't last because they don't fit. You must fit. When you work on a big production like Star Wars or any of these big movies, you have to fit into a cog in that wheel, and it has to be seamless and it has to move fluidly with no hitches, right? It's like dominoes. If you take one domino out, they all fall. Right? So you're a domino in the domino stack, and you must always
Jadi kalau
be lined up and
dalam tim
accurate.
itu kita harus bekerja sama, harus bisa ya kerja sebagai tim. Tim itu kayak domino yang diginiin, kalau misalnya diberdiriin, dijajarin, kalau jatuh satu jatuh semua. Jadi kalau kerja di film itu kita harus sebagai tim yang saling mendukung, bisa kerja sama dengan baik gitu, dengan tujuan yang sama gitu maksud dia.
And if you're gonna deliver something, you must deliver it on time, on budget.
Harus on time dan sempurna.
Deadlines are everything, and nothing matters more than deadline. You're only as good as the last job you did.
Okay.
Right? Doesn't matter all the wonderful things you did before. If you screw up the last job you did, that's all they remember. They only remember the bad things. You have to remember that. These people only remember the bad things. The good things just go naturally. Right? So you don't want them to remember any bad things, so you just try to do the best you can. Be the best you can, be the best person you can be, basically. Do your best. Always give more. Always give more than 100%. Always. And if you want something bad enough, you have to work hard. There's the 10,000 hour rule.
Ya, jadilah yang terbaik. Gitu.
Once you put 10,000 hours into your craft, you're considered a professional. So figure how long 10,000 hours is, about 10 years. So you must hone your craft for at least a decade. You must also want it. You must live it, breathe it, eat it, basically. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's not a 9-to-5 situation. You spend days sometimes, countless days without sleep. Especially in post-production, it's even worse because we're at the end of the pipeline. We're at the end of the pipeline, and we have to take everything that they've done all before and make it look amazing. Our job is to pull it all together, make it look finished so it gets delivered to cinema. And so all the responsibility is on our heads. So we have to be right on the money. We have to be on the ball. It's a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure. If you can't handle it, forget it.
Karena besar tanggung jawab dia kalau di film kan, supaya bisa itu sampai tayang, supaya bisa itu jadi bagus. Tanggung jawab dia, jadi dia sampai nggak tidur, ngelakuinnya dengan total lah. Semua pikirannya konsentrasi ke situ kayak gitu.
Ini Sobat Master sangat menarik. Beliau punya pemaparan bahwa bekerja keras, karena tanggung jawab yang besar kali ya untuk mewujudkan semua apa ya, karena dalam satu tim film itu adalah satu tim satu kerangka, jadi kalau jatuh satu jatuh semua, berarti fatal satu fatal semua.
Like a domino, right?
Seperti domino. Lalu bagaimana dengan film di Indonesia? Pandangannya gimana?
How you think about the movie?
Tentang film Indonesia, movie Indonesia.
Well, I haven't had that much experience yet, but
give your advice.
The small,
kasih saran,
the small experience I've had on set and stuff like that, I feel like I'm here to level up the industry. I have to do that because you guys really need to level up. You're quite far behind in the industry.
Dia pengen ningkatin level kita, level perfilman Indonesia supaya bisa lebih baik, lebih tinggi lagi.
I think that also a lot more time should be spent in preparation. From what I've seen, pre-preparation, pre-production is not something they do here, and it's really necessary to to do and be on schedule, be on budget, and just
Jadi
get everything
di sini
right.
tuh kurang persiapan, praproduksinya kurang, persiapannya tuh kurang. Kalau di sana kan dari berdasarkan ini dia cerita, kalau di sana tuh praproduksinya itu lebih lama, bisa 2 bulan. Kalau di sini kan paling 2 minggu, ya sebulan lah gitu ya. Kalau di sana bisa 2 bulan untuk praproduksinya aja. Mereka itu udah mikirin semua. Jadi pas syuting udah tinggal jalan. Jadi harus di sini kurang untuk persiapannya di Indonesia tuh menurut dia.
Another thing I think is that you should know your equipment, know the limitations of your equipment, know what your equipment is capable of, and where you can take it. So if there's situations that arise where you need to quickly think on your feet, and can we do that? Is this camera capable of pulling this off? Do we need more lights? Do we need this? You know, it's like I've been in 2 situations where, yeah, the crew are definitely not ready for producing proper, you know, film.
Menurut dia sih di sini kadang-kadang film itu peralatannya seadanya. Kayak misalnya kadang-kadang syuting tapi cahayanya kurang gitu. Jadi kayak kadang-kadang juga kru itu ada yang ya maksudnya dia kayak misalnya baru bisa ngamerain sedikit aja udah berani terjun ke perfilman kayak gitu. Jadi menurut dia kurang.
The sound isn't quite right. The continuity is quite wrong. The lighting
jadi
is off.
menghasilkan
The
film
framing
nggak
of the DOP
continuity,
is not
terus
accurate. You know,
pengambilan
it's like
gambarnya salah karena nggak profesional dari krunya gitu. Kalau kadang ya nggak semua. Kata dia gitu.
Please tell me, what do you big dream?
What your dream?
Here's my dream. My dream, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm still here 5 years later, is I'm going to build a Hollywood level post-production facility with online, in-school training for the industry here. That's my job. That's my goal. Is to level up Indonesian film
Keinginan dia
business.
tuh dia pengen
And
majuin film Indonesia supaya bisa ke tingkat internasional lebih bagus lagi, levelnya lebih tinggi lagi. Terus dia juga pengen, I want to make what school?
No, I want to create a studio, but I want the studio also to have a training facility so that people I train become
jadi dia
new
pengen
employees of the studio.
dia juga pengen bisa sharing ilmu ke kru-kru yang ada di Indonesia supaya bisa meningkatkan kualitas film dia yang ada di sini gitu. Makanya dia jadi di Indonesia jadi konsultan Digipost studio yang saya punya. Karena ya itu, karena dia suka ngasih saran, misalnya kita ada editor atau apa, dia ini bagus begini gitu.
I want to also enable the Indonesian people to have a better life by being able to have a better price point of their worth. You know what I mean? Like I feel like here people aren't paid enough, obviously.
Yeah,
they're not. But what I want to do is I want to bring projects from, you know, international projects here to Indonesia and hire Indonesian
jadi
talent.
dia pengen ningkatin kualitas dari kru-kru film yang ada di Indonesia supaya bisa dapetin budget, maksudnya gaji yang lebih tinggi. Jadi dia bisa kalau cita-cita dia adalah supaya bisa bawa project film dari luar ke Indonesia. Tapi kru-krunya juga harus ditingkatin kualitasnya bisa supaya krunya bisa sesuai dengan standar internasional. Itu keinginan dia di Indonesia. Makanya dia tetap ada di Indonesia selama 5 tahun ini. Itu keinginan dia.
We did bring a small project here from Canada last year.
Dia kemarin juga sempat terakhir tuh bawa project dari Kanada ke sini. Gitu.
I hired a small studio and we brought a small
jadi selama ini kerjaan dia tuh dari luar bawa ke sini. Itu kerjaan dia online.
Yeah, it was a 4-minute trailer for a movie, and I brought 220 million rupiah.
20 million.
Yeah, 220 million for the project.
225 juta. Dia pernah bawa project dari Kanada ke sini. Dengan budget 225 juta. Yang terakhir. Tuh. Jadi selama ini dia menghasilkan uang untuk Indonesia.
$20,000 Canadian dollars, yeah, for 4 minutes of visual effects.
Ini cerita film itu menarik, artinya karena dengan film itu akan bercerita sejuta gambar, itu bercerita sejuta kisah kali ya. Nah, penyempurnaan film baik gambar, sound, dialog apapun efek itu adalah tanggung jawab dari bagian satu film.
Yeah.
Oke. What your film favorite?
In
What's my
Indonesia.
favorite film?
Yes.
In Indonesia.
In Indonesia?
Yes.
Yes.
You have or no?
Well, I can't say I've seen many films in Indonesian yet, but
Apa ya? Yang
The Red.
filmnya kan ada yang yang Star Wars Indonesia tuh.
Oh,
Cecep, bukan. Iko.
The Red.
Oh, ini The Star Wars,
Iko Uwais?
ya The Wars. The Star Wars ada Indonesia ada.
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Iko Uwais was in Star Wars.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah. Dia tahu.
one. Yeah, yeah. Well, I like the Raid. The Raid is cool.
The Red.
Yeah, the Raid was really good. But I did see him. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really good. It was an Indonesian horror movie, and it was really terrifying. I mean, I gotta say.
Pocong.
No, not a
Pocong
chic
tuh apa
covered.
katanya?
Not a chic covered
Ghost,
person.
saya nggak takut itu.
Pocong is hilarious. Just like it's funny to watch.
Di sana nggak ada pocong.
Oh iya.
Anyway, no. It was a really scary movie.
Oh sekian.
I don't know what it was called.
Film horor tapi dia lupa judulnya, itu dia
It
suka.
was really well done. It was done well. Yeah, it was well edited. It was shot well, and the story was good, and the lighting was
About
excellent.
what?
But yeah,
That story about
it was
the
a horror.
ghost
It was a horror
woman.
movie. All I remember is that this woman was crawling along.
Ghost. Woman.
No,
be a
this
ghost?
woman was crawling along, and her head was backwards, and it was all weird. Her body was all weird. And,
Grunge.
Iya, bukan nggak tahu.
I don't know, but she had been possessed by some demon or something, and it was really.
Jadi kayak kesurupan.
Good, man.
Oh,
Kesurupan.
It was really
exorcism kayak exorcism gitu.
It was really
Kepalanya
good.
kayak kebalik gitu.
Oh,
itu
oke.
katanya
It was
film
really good.
Indonesia.
Yeah, really good.
Jadinya
Original. tuh.
Kesurupan.
Film horor Indonesia yang
Iya.
original.
Yeah,
Indonesia, film
I think it
Indonesia.
was probably a big budget. It looked like probably a larger budget. Yeah. It was well done.
Nggak tahu, tapi dia nggak tahu judulnya atau lupa.
Oh iya. Kid,
Yes.
film your favorite genre
Your favorite
genre.
Oh, my favorite.
Komedi,
Genre?
detektif.
My favorite genre?
Yeah.
My favorite genre is probably science fiction,
science fiction?
action, and fantasy. I like those three categories.
Oke.
Action, I'm really
Action.
because I've worked on many action movies, and I love action. I love to draw action. Storyboarding is fun when you're drawing the action scenes. Car crashes and gunfights, and like martial arts battles and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
really a lot of fun
Oh.
to draw that stuff. I don't want to draw, talking heads, two people talking in the room or whatever. Like that's kind of
Dia
boring.
nggak suka drama gitu.
Which
ya.
happens a lot,
Ya, banyak ngobrol-ngobrol gitu nggak suka. Jadi sukanya action, film
But
action.
action films, I like monsters and creatures. I'm drawing dragons since I'm 5 years old, right?
Ya,
So, I mean, like,
monster
for me-
film-film
Oke.
gitu lah. monster.
Kid, cerita film teknologi yang mungkin sebagian orang terlepas dari setuju atau tidak bahwa James Bond adalah salah satu film yang 30 tahun kemudian
James
tuh barangnya
Bond.
ada. What do you think with James Bond? What do you tell James
What
Bond?
do you think about
Film.
James Bond?
The new ones or the old ones?
Do you like James
The
Bond?
new ones?
Yang dulu apa yang sekarang?
Dari Dr. No,
General,
Dr.
General.
General.
Oh.
General, but they're quite different. The new James Bond is different from the old Sean Connery.
Beda
James
Sean
Bond.
Connery.
The Sean Connery James Bond was very classic and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's
Okay.
beautifully shot and it just, and the characters are so strong. It's beautiful. But I think that the new James Bond is cool too because you've got a really awesome Christopher Nolan directing it. He's an awesome director. When you have a great star and of course you've got a huge budget and technology now is so
Yeah.
advanced. We're now at a level where we can pretty much almost recreate anything. Almost. Still, we can't recreate humans properly. They don't look real.
Then we-
They don't move real. They don't look real. They're close, but there's still quirky little things you can just pick it out right away that it's a head replacement or something, you know. I replaced it. I replaced Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme's head on a different body in one shot in a movie a long time ago. Yeah, so it's like a weird thing to do, right? Take somebody's head off this body and put it into this body on that shot. Like weird, because they didn't get the coverage on that angle, so they had to, you know, make a CG head, you know, and then put it on the real body and track it back in and everything and match all the grain and color and density. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, James.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Huh?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, we want your advice about James Bond.
My advice?
Yeah, I mean your what you think about James.
I told him already.
Yeah.
I just told him. I think, yeah, like I said, I think James Bond is great because like great action, you know, and really good
Actingnya bagus.
Acting's really good. Cinematography is really good. I mean, it's all there, right? You got great director, great cinematographer.
Untuk filmnya kan.
You got great locations. You got great actor. You know, like you can't go wrong. Great script based on awesome, you know, best-selling books. Right?
Yeah.
Always when you get a script that's based on a book, it's always better. Always better. There's another thing about Indonesia that really I don't quite understand. Is, you know, people come to me and they say, oh, yeah, we're going to do this movie. I go, oh, okay. Do you have a script? Nope. Okay. Do you have a synopsis? Oh, no, not really. Just a few lines, 1 page. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. So, but we need an investor. How are we going to get an investor with no script, no synopsis, you know, no story Bible? Yeah, we create story Bible. Eh? Like if you're going to pitch a movie, like we're pitching a movie now called Eve, the Untold Story, and we've been working on it a long time. But we're building a story Bible, because it's going to be like a $30 million movie, right? So we create a whole story Bible with, you know, motion graphics and artwork, you know, like storyboards and, you know, character design and environment design and also posters, you know, so we have marketing covered and everything, and then we also produced that 4.5 minute segment with an actual actress shot on blue screen in Canada, and then we did all the post work here. So,
ya jadi kalau menurut dia James Bond itu ya film yang bagus lah, semuanya itu bagus dari mulai actingnya, maksudnya gambarnya, semuanya lah bagus. Terus saran dia untuk bukan saran sih, kebanyakan katanya kalau saran lah ya untuk perfilman di Indonesia itu kadang-kadang orang suka, pernah saya bawa gitu kan ya ke waktu itu mau ada produksi film, terus dia nanya, kamu mau produksi? Iya, saya udah ada investor katanya. Kamu punya naskahnya? Belum. Jadi baru berupa sinopsis, belum. Kata dia, kenapa kok bisa punya investor tapi naskahnya belum ada? Jadi hal itu aneh bagi dia. Kalau di sana itu harus siap dulu semuanya, naskahnya udah jadi baru bisa itu loh. Jadi dia tuh selalu banyak pertanyaan dan saya bingung jawabnya. Karena beda ternyata cara pembuatan, maksudnya cara produksi di sana sama di sini.
Oke, ini 5 tahun di Indonesia, bagaimana malam minggunya sekarang di Indonesia?
How you 5 years in Indonesia, right? Then how you doing when weekend? Okay. With the girls maybe?
She don't know that. What? No, I'm a musician. I write songs. I'm a songwriter, I'm a musician, singer, so I sing a lot around Bandung. Yeah, I sing.
Jadi dia kalau malam minggu nyanyi dari kafe ke kafe, ngisi doang, nyanyi lah gitu.
I'm writing some songs and working on an album. With some Indonesian.
Pokoknya setiap ada live dia datang ke kafe itu buat saya nyanyi ya gitu, nyanyi gitu. Itu dia malam minggu.
I sing a song. Okay.
Karena dia hobinya nyanyi.
Okay.
Right? You like to sing?
Yeah, I love to sing. It's my passion. That's my passion. Writing songs and singing.
Dia juga nulis lagu. You have your own song.
Yeah, I've written many songs. I have a.
Bisa nyanyi.
I'm for an album right now. I'm making an album.
Apa arti Bandung bagi Kit? What?
What do you think about Bandung?
I love Bandung.
Why?
I love Bandung because it's it's cool,
Okay.
lovely people. Everyone is so lovely, and
Beautiful girl.
many beautiful girls. Yes, of course. But just overall, the people are amazing, and I love I really like Bandung because it's very creative. It feels really creative to me, and there's so
Bandung
many
tuh kreatif.
talented people
Okay.
here.
Orangnya
I
baik,
find pockets of
dingin,
talent everywhere.
cuacanya.
There's little pockets of talent everywhere. I'm like, dude, you're shredding that. You're sitting in a warung, and
Duduk di
you got a
warung.
guitar that's, made. I don't know how you made it, but whatever. And it's got a lighter attached to it, not your capo. You wrapped it around a lighter, and you're playing, Guns N' Roses perfectly.
see.
I'm like, wow. That
Jadi-
to me is just like wow. It's
Kayak di sini
amazing.
tuh kan orang suka duduk-duduk main gitar kayak gitu-gitu. Jadi
So much talent here. So much
Jadi
talent.
banyak talent katanya
And music is so,
banyak talenta di
music is
Bandung
really
nih,
powerful
banyak
here in
orang-orang
Bandung.
sebenarnya yang
Yeah.
kreatif yang
You go to Jakarta and there's no sense of culture almost. It's just a big, massive mess of cars and
beda sama-
buildings to me. It's like
Makanya dia suka di Bandung,
but here in
jadi
Bandung, I
kota
feel
lain,
like
Okay.
there's a connection to the musicality and the creativity of the people.
yang Bandung kreatif tuh.
Oke, ini
Ya,
sobat
aku ya.
master kata Kate ini Bandung tuh orang-orangnya kreatif, artinya dengan suasana yang mendukung kali ya, dingin,
Iya.
bersahabat, familiar, akhirnya tercipta suatu komunitas yang bisa menggairahkan dan menghidupkan kota Bandung. Kate, 3 kata alumni Malam Minggu apa menurut dia program ini?
Three word
Yes.
This
for
program.
this program.
What?
3 words. To describe it? To describe it?
No.
About this program.
About. Yeah, but
About is what is
Talk show, this talk show.
like good or
what's my feeling about it?
yes,
I think it's really great because you're.
3 words.
3. 1.
Not much.
Wait, hold on. 3 words.
Alumni Malam Minggu. What's
Yes. What?
Wait. Hold on. Creative, inspirational content.
Inspirative and
Creative and inspirational content.
one more. Just 2.
yes.
That's 3.
Huh?
Creative,
Creative,
inspirational
inspiration.
content.
Oh, konten. Jadi 3 aja udah.
Sobat Master ini sangat menarik
You
ya.
know what content means, right? You know?
Kan suruh 3 ya, udah tuh 3.
Iya,
Kreatif,
oke.
inspiratif, konten.
Konten.
Bagus. Mantap.
Oke, Sobat
And
Master.
mantap.
Very good, yeah. Yeah, very good.
Oke, ini di penghujung acara ini terasa kita udah hampir 45 menit menjelang 1 jam bincang-bincang. Sejujurnya sangat menarik, jauh luar biasa karena ilmu beliau tuh sangat mumpuni di bidang CNS dunia perfilman karena bagaimanapun dia akan menularkan ilmunya secara profesional di dunia film untuk memajukan film Indonesia ke kancah internasional. Saya Kang Budhie Langit ditemani oleh
Kit Malcolm
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
dan
Reni.
Ready what?
Reni
sampai
Puspita.
ketemu di alumni Malam Minggu berikutnya. Sebelum kita tutup, beliau akan menyanyikan salah satu lagu The Legend. Yep. Karaoke.
You see the words. Oh yeah, put the words down there. Okay. Guess I'm gonna sing, is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ini song Miss
Yeah, sure. I've often told you stories about the way live the life of a drifter, waiting for the day when I take your hand and sing your song. Maybe you would say, "Come lay with me and love me," and I would surely stay. But I feel I'm growing older, and the songs that I have sung echo in in the distance, like the sound of a windmill going round. Guess I'll always be soldier of fortune.
Oke, Sobat Master, demikianlah suara pasar dari Kid, salah satu sineas internasional yang hadir di Master People, karena dengan masternya beliau, keilmuan beliau menjadi salah satu istimewa. Saya akan Budhie Langit, sampai ketemu di alumni malam minggu berikutnya.
Thank you very much. All right, rock and roll.
What